this is the second version of the story, and yeah, I request and the suggestion, do the suggestion in foreign language, and then we got a miscommunication. There is some reason as a language learner or who use a foreign language, we should know that. I should know that. When I say in foreign language, especially I speak in Vietnamese, I try to communicate. Sometimes I suggest to request in Vietnamese, and then I focus on spoken language. So my pronunciation is not perfect. I can make local people understood with my intention. So I should send the message in English or the translate version. So there's something important because as a user who uses the foreign language and then to communicate well, I need to guide some more in detail. That when I ask something or request and suggest something, and then my intention is not well uh, understood. They don't understand what I'm talking. So how can I make them understood to get a good communication? This is very important in learning foreign language in the project or something to, especially while we're doing online language exchange or study with the teachers, Jalo teacher or other teachers, because sometimes we think, um, and then what we need is what we know. What we need is what we know. So this is important. So we need to explain that. We needed to explain. We need to consider about the environment, making it clear for us to know about the project. So, and we should choose what we can study and what can not we study, what we don't study. So this is very important. Now I use my contents about communication in with AI. In English, make content of about the communication, three step in communication. First, event take. Second, request and provide. Third, and suggestion and support. These three also important in foreign language when we do online language exchange or with the learn language teachers after proofreading with it. Now I add my content. So AI, the checking about the three step of communication for language learning, three step of communication and why they matter in foreign language learning. Give and take, request and provide, and suggest and support. And here you go. I can go with it. I just would like to know what I made a mistake or miss in learning for languages to communicate with the language partner or language teachers. And then knowing about this, I can do well. Here's a cleaned up, clear, and structured English version of your content about the three steps of communication, connecting it to foreign languages learning, online exchange, and even your Portland experience. I've kept the meaning you expressed but made it concise, logical, and easy to follow. The three steps of communication and why they matter in foreign language learning. When we interact with others, whether during a trip to Poland, in online language exchange, or in the classroom, the process of communication can feel complicated. But I believe it can be broken down into three main steps. Give and take. This is the simplest, most natural form of communication. It's about sharing and receiving information naturally, like saying, follow me, then I will follow you. In daily life, we use this stuff all the time without even thinking about it, asking for direction and giving direction in return, ordering food at a restaurant and answering follow-up questions using public transportation, and interacting with the staff or fellow passenger. In foreign language learning, this step is especially important for beginners. Simple exchange allow learners to practice listening and speaking with less pressure, making conversation feel more like a friendly game of pass the ball. Request and provide. The second step is about expressing a need and fulfilling it. A request is not the same as demanding, as it's inviting someone to file or act. And providing means offering what the other person truly needs, and not just giving something at random. Example, asking a local in Portland for a good coffee shop recommendation, then following their suggestion. Language exchange requesting a correction or your pronunciation and then providing feedback on their speaking. This step requires more awareness because it's about mutual understanding and making sure your request is clear and your response is genuinely helpful. Suggest and support. The third step moves from individually. Yeah. 고맙습니다. 네. 예. To share goal, when you and other person want to achieve the same outcome, you can suggest ways to reach the goal, support each other in carrying out the plan. For language learning, this might mean suggesting a new speaking activity to your partner, encouraging them during difficult practice, offering resources or tips to help both of you grow. This step is where communication becomes inspiring. It's about our working together, not just exchanging words. Why this step matter for foreign language learners? When learning a new language, whether in Portland with locals, online with the exchange partner, or with the teacher, communication is more than just vocabulary and grammar. It's about the building understanding step by step. Give and take, real comfort and leading in conversation, because provide, learn how to make your need clear and respond effectively. Suggestions create meaningful interaction that motivate everyone involved. By following these steps, learners can reduce misunderstanding, improve the listening and pronunciation, and make conversation smoother, especially in online exchange, where cultural and language barriers can easily cause confusion. Okay,